Hey, this is Mark the Meerkat suffering here in for Dez with the broad market review for October the 29th, 2013. Well, another bullish day on Wall Street, closing at all-time highs for the Dow and for the S&P 500. Hoo-ah, what a day, right? Let's take a look at the numbers while we're at it. First of all, up just over 0.5% on the S&P 500, up 0.72% on the Dow Jones Industrials, and the Nasdaq was up 0.31%, and the small caps up 0.36%. And look at this bank. It was lagging today, so that's a little bit of thunder in the distance and all this exuberation over closing at all-time highs. And the VIX was up slightly too, and that's slightly bearish. So even though we're at all-time highs, there's a little bit of fear there, and banks didn't quite participate in this move today. And again, we're kind of split here on our commodities. We've got gold down slightly and silver up negligibly, and then we got the oil was down as well. And how about the dollar? Boom, it was up, which would typically mean a bearish day on Wall Street. So it is kind of interesting the way that things are playing out here. And what about the trend? Yeah, boy, look at that. It's in the neutral zone. And transportation did confirm what went on here today in the Dow Jones Industrials, but did lag a little bit for the Dow itself. All right, let's take a look at the daily chart for the S&P 500, and we are solidly above that major resistance line that we broke yesterday on Monday, or actually we closed slightly above it on Friday, and we continue to move up. Now we're starting to bump our head up against some of the weekly lines that we had drawn in before. Let's take a look at that Dow Jones Industrial, which also closed at all-time highs. Yeah, it closed above this area over here. In fact, let's take a look at the weekly chart. An interesting setup here. Now that we've starting to break out here, we've got what ourselves a ascending triangle here on the weekly chart. And it's closed just above that line, again, at all-time highs. So I did pierce it here before, but didn't close above. So again, it's only the second day of the week. We still have a whole week to go, but hey, we could be off to something kind of bullish there, couldn't we? All right, let's take a look at the Nasdaq. Nasdaq, kaboom, as we're running up here, and it's still a bit of a high base there, even though it was up slightly today. And then we have the small caps, the Russell 2000. Again, it is still in this high base situation, ready to break out for new things here. So things are looking up bullish, and a survey came out regarding the Fed tapering, and now the perception of the market is that it's going to be delayed another 3 or 4 months from the originally thought a month ago, which could put it out to April or May before they start tapering. So, seems to be happy days here again, but there is a little thunder in the distance we need to be careful of. For one thing is, if you look at the count, there's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16 days. We've had 14 of 16 days up on the market. This is what we call an overextension. It needs to take a breather, so just be careful and cautious of that we could expect a couple of a small pullback here. And where could that likely pullback be? Right to this line of support and resistance from before, and before we take off again. Well, you're probably wondering, who are you anyway, Mark? Well, I am a analyst, a host of the Rockstar Trading Room, and also do a daily video myself. So you just go to our site, freeonlinetradingeducation.com. Go right here, the daily videos. And Des is typically the one doing this broad market review, but then I also do one for stocks right down here. So you see broad market and stocks. You press on stocks, and I just do a 3 to 5 minute video on one of my trades in the Rockstar Room, which is a day trader's room. And recently we've just added sound to that room. If you're interested in joining us in the Rockstar Room, you can, 30 days for free. Just go to the chat room page right there, and this is a free chat that we have up above, and down below is a place where you can sign up for that 30-day free trial. Well, this is Mark Suffern. Just remember that anything can happen, and we need to be prepared for that, both mentally, physically, and electronically. Trade well.